Yes, it does.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, Stephen. It was the way I was brought up.
We both feel the same way.
Stephen, don't, please. Will you leave me alone?
Whatever Tim said to you, it's not the end of the world.
Don't talk to me like I was one of your court cases. You made me wear these braces. You're the one who's to blame for ruining my life.
We'll talk about it in the morning.
How is she?
Well, she's pretty upset. There's no point talking to her till morning.
I want to know what happened, Bill. If that boy's done anything to harm her, I want to know about it now. Sarah! Bill!
What have you done? How can you be so stupid?
Not now, for God's sake, Bill.
I'll get the car.
I thought it went very well.
You've got to be joking.
Everyone seemed to be having a good time.
Half the guests didn't turn up. Tim walked out almost as soon as he arrived, and Sarah left in tears. Two of the boys started a fight in the backyard, and if I don't get this cleaned up before the hunters come home, I'll probably get the sack. Is that your idea of a good time?
Well, I enjoyed myself.
Oh, that was obvious.
Oh, this is sorry.
Keep them coming.
Someone broke a glass. Is it in a newspaper?
The morning newspaper's over there. Use that.
Did you find out why Sarah was so upset?
Something Tim said to her, I think.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Artie was in here with him. Sarah wouldn't say.
This is so sad.
Oh, she'll get over it.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, I'm just being realistic.
I know how I'd feel if it were my baby.
What baby?
The one here in the paper.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sarah.
Says the mother left the baby outside the newsagents in the square. That's near here, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple of miles away.
She was in the shop a minute, and when she came out, the baby was gone. Who could do a thing like that?
Oh, some nut, I suppose.
Says the police are appealing to anyone who may have seen it happen.
That means they haven't got a clue.
If you two want to rave instead of help, I'll do the lot myself.
I'm sorry, Vicky, it was my fault.
Look, we're helping, okay?
Some milk. Who is it?
Your next door neighbour.
What do you want?
My name's John Reed. I've got the room across the hall. I heard the baby crying.
You're mistaken.
Now, hold it, I'm not complaining. The baby's been crying for some time. I didn't know if you were home.
I wouldn't leave my baby alone. I'm sorry if you were disturbed.
I wasn't. Noise doesn't worry me. So I'm not about to talk to the landlord about it, if that's what's worrying you.
Thank you.
Mrs.
Russell, Olivia Russell.
Pleased to meet you.
I don't understand it, I feel it.
Let's have a look. Had a bit of experience at this caper. You don't mind, do you?
We shouldn't be much. Yeah. Everything's all right at home. Mrs. Parker says Artie's sleeping like a log.
Thank heaven for good neighbours. She's been complaining about those braces ever since she had them put on. But to do this to herself.
Oh, Fran, she worked herself into hysteria. That's all it was. And we'll sort this out the way we do everything else, as a family.
She could go home now. I've dressed the gums. The bleeding's almost stopped, so she can take out the padding once she gets home. I'm afraid I had to remove the braces.
I see.
I suggest a visit to the orthodontist first thing in the morning. Don't do anything that silly again, young lady.
Thank you, Doctor.
There. He's happy now.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Brought back old memories.
I hope that's not too strong.
No, that's perfect.
You've got children?
2 little boys. I miss them.
Oh.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. My wife walked out on me some time ago and took the kids with her. We're divorced.
I'm sorry.
Much my fault as anybody else's. But I do miss the kids.
Oh, I'm sorry if I was so rude at the door, living alone.
It's not easy when you've got a baby.
I can manage.
Well, you make good coffee.
It's instant.
Well, in that case, you boil water very well.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Please, Mrs. Russell, it's just John.
Well, it's Miss Russell, and I'm Olivia.
You do realize I'm a fake? Taking advantage of a crying baby so that I could have some company. You're not the only one that gets lonely in this place.
You always dishonest?
It's compulsion. So, having confessed my sins, I'll leave you in peace.
Well, it's early yet. I was going to offer you more coffee.
Olivia, I thank you for your hospitality.
Nearly finished. Hey, that dress is a knockout. It's new, isn't it?
Brand new.
Yeah, well, you look great in it. But you look great in anything.
I'll save the compliments for Wendy.
Hi! Did you have a good time?
Oh, marvellous time. See, I told you there was nothing to worry about.
What were you worried about?
Ignore him, Wendy. He's just trying to be funny. Did you have a good time?
It was terrific. I met so many people.
Oh, good.
Vicky, you're a little trimmer. I didn't expect you to clear up like this.
Oh, fair's fair. It was great if you'd leaned us the house.
Vicky did all the work, Auntie Anne. She was terrific. She just spent the whole night making sure everyone enjoyed themselves.
Well, that's great. You can leave the rest of the clearing up to us.
Oh, no, I couldn't do
Of
that.
course you could. Now, you take a break and we'll finish. You haven't been off your feet all night.
Oh, Vicky!
Oh, my dress!
Wendy.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
look what you've done!
I'll get a glove.
Vicky, look, go upstairs and change. We'll get that off. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm going home.
Clean up first and I'll drive you.
I'm going home before she comes back.
I'll go with you.
Don't bother.
Is Vicky gone?
Yes, Wendy.
I was only trying to help.
I should have tried harder.
To turn to.
You'd be very upset if you hadn't come to me first.
I was hoping you'd say that.
There you go. Are you all right? Come on. That's it. You cry on the old overalls. They're all drip dry. That's better.
How do you do it? You've actually got me smiling.
I may be a retired district officer, but I still remember some of the old tricks of the trade.
You should go back to it now that you're free again.
No way. When Dad died, I promised myself a trip around Australia. 2 more days and I'd have been on my way.
Take me with you. They'll never look for me in the Northern Territory.
Maybe not. But when we got back, they'd still be looking for you, wouldn't they?
You're not supposed to say depressing things like that.
No. Mum always said I had no tact.
How is she?
Fine. Having a holiday in England with her sister. Great old time.
I'm glad. Jordan, what am I going to do?
Well, you're going to stay here and get some sleep. I'm going to get washed, changed, and go up to town and see this Mrs. Reed.
What should I do if the phone rings?
Well, it won't. It's been disconnected. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Jordan, you won't tell Bruce I'm here?
Well, if you don't want me to, no.
No, I don't. He'd be sure to get in contact with Bill Williams, and I'd be right back where I started from.
Well, he's acting for you. That means he's on your side. And from what Miss Mackenzie told me in her letter, he's a pretty decent sort of bloke.
Please, just do as I ask.
Okay, I promise I won't contact Bruce.
Thanks.
I'll get back and...
Oh, Jordan. Thanks for taking me in. This is the first time I've felt safe in ages.
It's the story of my life.
Good night, love.
Hello. I'm looking for the licensee.
Ah, well, you found him. What can I do for you?
My name's John Reed. I'm hoping you can give me a job.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I have all the bar staff I need.
I'm not a barman. I'm a pianist.
I see.
A friend of yours mentioned that you'd open a piano bar. She thought you'd have someone by now, but I thought I'd check.
And who might this friend of mine be?
Olivia Russell. We're staying at the same boarding house.
Olivia. Well, as a matter of fact, I haven't decided on a pianist yet. Come and have a look. I've tried out a couple of fellas, but they weren't quite right. I need somebody who can play requests.
Is it tuned?
Oh, you tell me. Incidentally, how is Olivia?
Oh, fine. I wasn't using a name to influence you. We only met last night.
Whether I'm influenced or not depends on what you can do with that.
That's in tune.
When can you start?
Really 20 to 9?
It's really 8:45. Your clock's slow.
Crikey, I can't afford to be late.
Auntie Anne said you got to have your breakfast.
Right, Wendy, I haven't got
Come
time.
on.
Ever since I left home, half the teachers are breathing down my neck.
Orders are orders. 8. Oh, honestly, nothing ever goes right. Hey, you shouldn't eat so fast.
No, it's okay.
Celeste, did I find that missing baby?
No.
Is that a picture of the mother? Imagine what she's going through.
Yeah.
I don't know how she can bear it, actually.
I think it's time I went to school.
But you haven't finished your breakfast.
I lost my appetite.
Oh, fine. We'll bring her around later this morning. Yes, 11:30 will be fine. Yes, thank you, nurse. Oh, and thank Dr. Barnes for fitting us in.
Tuck your shirt in, Artie.
Could you take Sarah this morning, darling? I've got an appointment at Legal Aid.
All right, I'll manage it. Run and get your case, and I'll drive you to school.
Aren't you going to school? You didn't do it because what I said, did you?
I did something really dumb, but it wasn't because of you, okay?
Good. Does it hurt?
A bit.
Come on, Artie.
All right. See you later.
The orthodontist appointment's at 11:30. Your mother's going to take you.
Do I get punished?
I think you did a pretty good job of that yourself, don't you? Now, you had to put up with those braces for 2 more months, just 2 months. And you let some miserable boy upset you to the point where you could have seriously hurt yourself.
I know.
Well, suppose Dr. Barnes says those braces have to go back on.
I'll put up with it, Dad. I was stupid last night.
Maybe, but you were extremely upset. But please remember this, Pet. There's no problem too big that we can't talk it out and find an answer.
I'll remember, Dad.
Chris.
This was just giving you a bit of trouble last night, darling, that's all.
Funny. Nobody mentioned it to me.
Just trying to do the right things by our customers, that's all.
Come on, admit it. You're hooked.
Don't be ridiculous. I can take it or leave it.
Kevin, what are you doing here? You should be at school.
I know, but can I see Vicky for a minute?
She's in the piano bar.
Thanks.
Chris, we're responsible for that boy. He'll be over an hour late for school now.
Oh, give him a chance, love. First things first.
Teenage romance does not come before school.
Well, it certainly did in my day. Maybe things were different for you.
Oh, well, now you come to mention it.
Hey, I've got a surprise for you. As a matter of fact, I've got 2 surprises.
What?
I've hired as a piano player.
Oh, thank heavens that's over. The way you were going on, if Liberati'd walked through that door, you wouldn't have been satisfied. Anyway, what's the second surprise?
He's a friend of Olivia's. They're staying in the same boarding house.
Oh, did you ask how she is?
Well, I didn't find out much. I don't think he was holding out, but he said he just met her, and from what I gathered, she's all right.
Do you think we should tell Bruce?
What's wrong?
Go on, tell me.
Last night is what's wrong.
Nothing happened last night.
Wendy Price was all over you like a rash and you enjoyed it.
Wendy was just being friendly. Not just to me, to everyone.
Don't think I didn't notice. That girl is anybody's.
That's a rotten thing to say, Vicky.
Oh, I see. You're sticking up for her and you're calling me a liar.
I never called you a liar. You're making a big mistake.
No, you're the one making the big mistake. So you can just make up your mind, Wendy Price or me.
Another world a day away. Lots of new things every day to do and see.
Come on. What to eat? Come on, let's try and have some milk. Come on.
It's me, John.
What's all this?
Congratulate me. I'm employed.
Oh, that's great.
It's all thanks to you. The job was still open at the Northern.
Oh, that's good.
Have I done something wrong?
Did you say you knew me?
I mentioned it. Olivia, I didn't make up stories about how well I knew you, if that's what you're worrying about. I wouldn't do that sort of thing. Not even for a good job.
No, it's not that. I don't see those people anymore. It's a personal thing. I'm really glad you got the job, but in future, leave me out of it.
Understood. In future, if anybody asks, well-known imitation of a clam.
Thank you. Well, here's to the job.
You'll be looking for one yourself shortly, won't you?
I suppose so. But there's the baby to consider.
Can't you make the same arrangements you made before?
Before?
Well, you didn't have the baby with you when you moved in.
So someone was looking after him for me, but they can't do it anymore.
Well, we'll find someone. You leave it to Uncle John. Do you want me to do the honors?
No, thanks. I think he's still hungry. He hasn't eaten much today.
Okay.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Addie. You got a holiday from school or something? No, it's lunchtime. Mrs. Williams and Sarah picked me up from school. It's special. Oh. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mrs. Williams. Hi. Addie tells me you got a celebration.
Just a small one. Lunch is on me. Would you like to join us?
Oh, love to. What's the celebration for?
Sarah's been to the orthodontist this morning. She doesn't have to have her braces put back on.
What braces? I didn't know you had braces.
You see?
Hey, I'm really sorry about last night. The others feel really bad about it.
I was hoping Sarah was going to fill me in on some of the details.
It doesn't matter, Mum. Tim was really awful to her, Mrs. Williams.
I gathered that much.
You weren't even in the kitchen, Wendy.
No, but I heard.
Can't you lay off?
Oh, sorry. Gee, look at the time. Thanks all the same, Mrs. Williams. But I got to get back to work.
All right, Wendy, some other time, perhaps. Artie, why don't you go and tell the waitress what you'd like?
Okay.
Tim must have really said something terrible if you don't want to talk about it.
He treated me like a little kid, that's all, Mum. Honest. Don't go blaming him for what I did.
He made you unhappy, and that's quite enough as far as I'm concerned.
You can't go blaming him because I've got hang-ups.
He's far too old for you anyway. Good riddance, that's what I say. This world is tough enough without having to put up with boys like Tim Watson.
The Security Council has called an emergency meeting to attempt to mediate on the crisis. On the home front, 2 prisoners who escaped from custody a week ago were
Sorry to bother you.
What's the problem?
My one good shirt for tonight. 2 buttons missing. Would you mind?
Lend me some margarine, you've got a
and
deal.
is in a critical condition. Investigations are continuing into the kidnapping of Ronald Davis outside a shopping centre 2 days ago. The police have appealed to the kidnapper to give the child up. A doctor has confirmed that the child has suspected bronchial asthma and is in danger unless it receives the correct treatment. In State Parliament today, the debate continued on the question of whether drivers should be subject to random tests of alcohol level. Debate became heated with several members cautioned by the Speaker and 2 members suspended. A spokesman for the Council of Civil Liberties.
Everything's all right, darling. Stop crying. Please stop crying.
Hold on to your hubcaps because
What a game, Jack Edwards.
Well, what can you say, Jack?
I'm sitting between Jack Edwards, a former North Melbourne champion, and Lou, as we all know, former Collingwood champion. I'm completely unbiased, and we're all even.
Gee, what's happening in Australia? Wake up to Good Morning Australia, each weekday morning at 7 o'clock. You're looking good with Burt Reynolds as the motor-gunning, law-breaking, love-making rebel in White Lightning, 8:30 tonight.
Cause when you're looking at Channel 10 in Melbourne, you're looking good.
I know what you're up to, so quit trying to cover it up. If you're tired of living with me, why don't you just tell me?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Lately, I've been a lot happier in Sean's company than I have been in yours. At least he doesn't try and own me.
So why don't you go to him, huh? Why waste your time with me? Go, see if I care.
Well, you don't think I will, do you?
Why not? You've never changed. You might as well go back working with Tony Harding.
I don't know. I don't know what I ever saw in you. Because you're worse than your father. If you can't own something, you want to destroy it.
You shouldn't have done that, pal.
It's only a journey through our restless years. Let our hearts run free.
Anything interesting in the paper?
Just the usual collection of wars, murder, and what have you. Why people can't live in peace, I don't know.
Because I got myself into one hell of a mess last night. I asked Robin to come away with us for the weekend. And when Ronnie found out, he went through the roof.
I can't say I blame him. Why didn't you ask him to come along as well?
I would have, but Robin said he was working and wouldn't be able to make it.
So, what's the problem?
He thinks Robin and me have got something going.
Have you?
Come on, Dad, you know me better than that. I don't chase after a girl if she's hooked up with someone else.
And Ronnie doesn't believe you?
No, he's threatening Robin with everything if she comes away with us.
Us?
Oh, yeah, there's a whole group of us going.
Well, it seems to me that Ronnie's being a little bit unreasonable.
Actually, there's more to it than that. I belted Ronnie last night.
What'd you do that for?
You know, I saw him slap Robin. I guess I just did my block. Oh, I don't know what to do, Dad. I don't want to cause trouble between them.
Yeah, it's a tricky problem, all right. But I don't see it's up to you to solve it.
I guess you're right. But I can't help feeling responsible. I wish I'd never suggested this rotten weekend.
Well, no good worrying about it now. Look at it this way. They've had all night to talk things over. If they're really fond of each other, they'll settle their own problems.
I'd lay off that stuff if I were you. It'll give you pimples.
Oh, I can look, can't I?
I'll have an orange juice, thanks, son. And I'll take one of those as well, too. Yep, thank you. Here, I can't bear to see a kid suffer.
I really didn't want one.
Is that all the thanks I get for being so thoughtful?
I'm sorry, Tim. I really didn't mean to offend you, honestly.
Relax, I was only kidding.
Are you looking forward to the party?
Oh, the party. Yeah, sure.
So am I. Will your sister be there?
Oh, she wouldn't miss it. She can't wait to flash her engagement ring around.
I'd be the same in her shoes. She must be so excited.
Yeah.
What's a fiancé like?
Stephen? Oh, do you want the polite answer or do you really want to know what I think?
Don't you like him?
No.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, she's wrapped, so you just have to make the best of it. Thank you.
Maybe you'll change your mind about him when you get to know him better.
Yeah, maybe.
What are you wearing to the party?
I haven't given it much thought.
Oh,
Isn't it time you were at school?
I was just going. See you, Tim.
Ta-da, Sarah. No, I could go as Tarzan now. That'd be easy.
Forget about it. Ronnie Maguire will go as that for sure. He'll be right at home belting some chick over the head and dragging her off to his cave.
What's he done to put your nose out of joint?
Oh, nothing much. Just accused me of trying to have it off with his girl.
You're kidding.
If I am, I just flatten him for nothing.
You flatten Ronnie?
Oh, I lost my temper. When I saw him slapping Robin around, I just saw red.
He hit Robin.
I just said so, didn't I?
Do you want me to make you some breakfast? Should eat, you know. How about some coffee and toast?
No, thank you.
I don't mind making it.
I said I don't want any.
How long are you going to keep this up for?
Excuse me.
I'm not letting you out the door till you answer me.
Then I'll have to go without my shower then, won't I?
I never meant to hit you, you know that.
Oh, is that supposed to be an apology?
Why should I be the one to apologise? You brought that on yourself. You know I hate my father's guts. How did you expect me to react?
That's you all over, isn't it? You can only see things from one point of view, yours. Well, I'm sorry, Ronnie, it's just not good enough anymore.
All right, all right. I'll apologise. If you take back what you said about me.
It's big of you.
What the hell do you want?
I want you to stop telling me what to think. I want you to stop telling me who I can see and when. And I want you to show me you trust me. I'm sorry about what happened last night, but I was hurt and angry. I couldn't believe the things you were saying to me. I mean, what do I have to do to prove that I love you?
Be with me this
How
weekend?
can I? You're going to be working all weekend. Besides, I need the break, so how about considering me for a change?
So I have to work all day and come home and cook my own flaming dinner.
I'll leave you something to heat up.
That's not good enough. I want you here. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't want to go away for a weekend without you.
It's Sean, isn't it? You really think I fancy him? Ronnie, if I was so hung up on him, why would I be going through all this trouble of trying to hang on to our relationship? What do you hope to achieve by throwing your weight around like this? You can't order me to stay here and forget Sean. It doesn't work like that. People stay together because they want to. And if you can't accept that, we've got no future together.
Prima means refreshment. Prima means the first. Great new flavors keep on flowing. Prima really gets you going. No added this, no added that. Your Prima pleasure in a Prima pack. Prima fits a healthy thirst. Prima means refreshment. Prima means the first. Pure Prima pleasure. Prima, Prima, Prima.
Everybody's talking about me.
Everybody's talking, the brand new J&B album from Willie Nelson.
I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my
22
head.
all-time greats. Hello Walls, The Party's Over, an hour of Willie Nelson at his very best.
Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
Everybody's talking, Willie Nelson's new album on J&B Records, out now from record stores everywhere.
My friends often ask what conditioner I use.
I'll do it.
All right, but don't cut yourself.
I won't.
Hey, Artie, I was thinking now that we've got Spider's kennel finished, we might give it a coat of paint, hmm? Or we could even paint his name on it if you like.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I just thought you might like it if we did.
That's a silly idea. Spider, here, boy.
He's determined not to like me, isn't he?
Don't get too discouraged, love. Can't expect him to trust you overnight.
I know. Just sometimes I feel as if I'm making no headway at all.
Got to give him a bit of time. It's really been through the mill, you know. Well.